Welcome to this daily sidereal forecast for June 24th, Wednesday. My name is Athen. So we've got the transits here of the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which is all about this cycle in Taurus, which is where we had the new moon last week. And so we're continuing with that. The first quarter is always a time of first initial challenges and taking energy and action towards these new beginnings, which again is relating to our values. So this is going to be the environment for the next few days in this phase of the lunar cycle, relating to our values. But here with the moon in Virgo, it's very much about the day-to-day environment, the analytical, practical side of things, especially in regards to self-improvement or improving our environment or helping others improve and being of service as well. And the moon will be going over the north node today, which has been this a whole year energy of moving towards self-improvement and growth, which I think is certainly activated today, and finding the middle path with that without becoming too analytical, too perfectionistic, or not concerned with them. It's finding that our health, our improvement, life in general is about the material plane of making sure everything is taken care of in that regards. But still very much about Taurus, which is values and everything relating to that. One thing we're going to be feeling as the week unfolds too is this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. They'll be going exact next week. So here there's certainly this buoyancy about the enjoyments of life, and that's going to become increasingly the case, especially with Jupiter still trining up to Uranus at the moment. So here it's all about self-expression, so finding the middle path with that, and seeing how we can express ourselves in a more balanced way, how we can create, have fun, bring more playfulness and joy into the everyday experience, which will be today with Virgo in particular. But it's finding that middle path too, because with the enjoyments, not going to any extremes. Overindulgence is a good example of this, because Jupiter always magnifies things. Venus is a very indulging planet, and it's great to enjoy these things, but of course in a balanced and grounded way, especially relating to all that fun and playfulness, which certainly is in the air this week, or is available. We've got the Sun and Mars still very close together with our self-expression and with this creativity, very passionate, very assertive, very direct with that. So finding the middle path with that as well. And these two planets transitioning into Gemini, which is about communication and learning. And so being open to learning, I think, is really good for about the next month in particular with the Sun here. And expressing our ideas, in that assertive sort of way, which is Mars, and wanting to exchange, and keeping those lines of communication open. That's going to be the general theme of things for the next month. Now, Mercury is still transiting that Taurus, so ruling up to Virgo. I think this is going to be a highlight today, connecting to the whole lunar cycle of our values, of enjoyments, simple pleasures, thinking about these things, thinking about what our values are, and continuing to learn more about our values in life. So let's go ahead and look at the transits. We've got Chiron going retrograde today at 7:36 Eastern Standard Time. He's been transiting Pisces, which is his retrograde position now. So here it's all about the trust, faith, reestablishing our connection with God, and all of that can be very healing. So today, with this station of Chiron, just feeling, just this sort of stopping of energies, the stillness that is available today. While it is, energetic, and while perhaps there are things going on in the day-to-day work environment, could very well be with the moon in Virgo, but still, that inner stillness and that faith and trust can be very healing today. And this is going to be a shift, I think, for all of us in some regards, in relation to that connection to all that is. So that's going to be, an important energy of today, along with this Mercury squaring up to Neptune, which is reminding us that with the day-to-day stuff, with the work environment and our communications and everything, to have that faith and trust, which is Neptune, who naturally rules Pisces. So it's a day of, it's very important that we have that receptivity, that spiritual awareness, and wanting to see it, not in an analytical sense, but wanting to feel it, wanting to listen to our intuition and feel into it a little bit. That kind of energy is certainly what's going to be highlighted today, and that's how we can work with it, because in the first quarter phase, it's a square energy with the sun and the moon, which you can see right here. It's an action time, but constructive, and it brings that intention. And here the intention is on grounding the spirituality, these principles of compassion and presence into the day-to-day environment, which is Virgo, and which is what this whole lunar cycle of Taurus is all about. So that's going to be the general energy. The moon is going to be forming some aspects. This will be mostly for those of you in Europe, because this will be happening in the morning time for you. Sextile up to Saturn and a square from Mars could be a good morning for taking care of some responsibilities. But with the Mars here, it's keeping it straight. Not too assertive, not too overbearing, and too energetic. Keeping it balanced there. But perhaps there are some things to will ourselves to put some energy into today, and that can certainly be constructive when we have that intention. Now, that conjunction with the North Node will be happening around midday for most of us, in the evening for those of you in Europe. And again, if you are watching this from Australia, I do recommend you watch the previous day's video. So for your today would be, for your 24th, I would recommend watching the 23rd video. But yeah, that's the lunar aspects. This is the overall energy. So I think certainly the highlight is the fact that Chiron is stationed today, which is that stillness. Lots of aspects with Mercury still, and Mercury ruling Virgo, emphasizing this learning about our values and the things that we enjoy in life, along with the self-improvement, health, diet, service work, just our work in general, but grounding in that Pisces energy into the everyday experience. So I hope you guys have a nice day. If you have any questions, I'm here, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.